Unemployment is one of the problems faced by the largest number of population in Uganda today, and as a solution, most people have adopted to self-employment as a way to overcome the situation. As our slogan, the Digirati Talk, to motivate, inspire, and sensitize, today we are hosting one of the great minds that have brought about the success of Digital Minds Limited Company, Mr. Twehoyo Ivan. He's going to take you through his work as he has tried to put his life together through self-employment. Let's welcome Mr. Tweheyo Ivan, the General Manager, Digital Minds Limited Company. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, how are you?
All right, sir.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for hosting us.
Okay.
Can you tell us a little about your education background?
Okay, thank you so much. I'm Ivan Tweheyo. I hold a bachelor's degree in computer science. Completed it from Bara University of Science and Technology. I finished last year, that is 2018. So, like currently, we started up a software development hub here in Mbarara. That is Digital Minds Limited Company.
Minds Limited Company.
Yeah.
As we understand, before you come up with something like a business, you have to have motivation, probably something that pushes you to do something.
Yeah.
So what forced you to investigate in?
Okay, thank you so much. First of all, during my time at campus, I had a dream of starting up something on my own, but of course I couldn't do it alone. So, and as someone with a IT background, I had wanted to start up a tech company. So what inspired me was, after campus, people normally move out to look for jobs, and in a new run, you find jobs are really hard to get. They are looking for experience, 3 years experience in the field, which you haven't attained at the moment. But according to my understanding, most of these people who finish campus, they know they have basic skills they have attained from the universities. So, but because they are limited by the experience that is needed in the outside community, they are really outcompeted most on these job markets. So what inspired me was I could group myself with a team of self-esteemed innovators so that we can start up something on our own and we build it, because we had so many ideas running in our minds. So we thought if we could work on 1 or 2 of the ideas, it could give us a start. So I contacted my colleagues. So we agreed to team up as a group. We start an IT company. We are a group of 4. So when I got that group, that really made me focus on our own work than going to look for jobs. Yeah. Thank you.
So literally, as you say, you're not running the company alone. You have a team of people you're working with.
Yeah.
How do you find working with people? Not like individually working alone, like you have another members in the team.
Okay, thank you so much. To me, working in a group, first of all, it is a really nice thing because it increases productivity in a way that you can learn from one another, which is not the case when you're doing things alone. You know, the things of starting a business, however small it is, you need to be having some people to walk along with, because I believe in teamwork, and I believe if we work as a team, we can deliver more, we can produce a lot. But if you work on an individual basis, maybe somehow, you might reach somewhere and you get stuck and you can't get out of that loop. So with group work, there is increased productivity. There is more innovation coming in because you do brainstorming and you come up with new ideas. So when you come up with new ideas, you have that vigor to make you work and accomplish something when you are as a team. Yeah.
So for how long have you been running this Digital Minds company?
Digital Minds company, we started it back then in 2018. That was around November, just when we had just finished graduation and just finished campus. So it was November when we started Digital Minds. Then early this year, 2019, that's when we had to lay everything on the ground and we kick-started. By around 2018, we still had the ideas which were still developing, but by 2019, that's when we had to put everything on the ground and we get a space to be running on.
Yeah. So as an IT company, we expect a lot from you. IT has a variety of things you can do.
Yeah.
You can provide a lot of services to people. So would you mind telling us some of the services you provide to the public and probably the products you have?
Okay, thank you so much. Here we provide mostly technology-related services, which include software development. We do develop softwares, both mobile, web-based, and desktop application. We do provide web services. Those include we do web hosting. We develop websites and even again host them and do website maintenance. We also provide networking services whereby we reach out to the fields and provide those networking services like cable laying and all that, network setting up. So also do graphics. Also do graphics, people who need designs in form of banners, flyers, all that. And yeah, we also do mentoring. People who would like to learn more about IT, they can come along and also mentor them. Yeah.
Talking about mentoring, does that mean you can offer like internship programs here? Can you check out students for internship?
Well, at this time, no, we don't handle internships, but we hope in the near future we are going to be handling such classes.
And when it comes to the public, how has the public gained from the existence of this company?
Well, we have clients already using our products, so they are really appreciating in a way that it had isn't their work of their way of operation in most businesses. So we have softwares which we have already deployed to the outside community. So the feedback we are getting from them is that, you know, these products we have given them, they are really helping them to run their businesses efficiently. So, and also we have also developed sites for clients, websites, and even hosted them. So it is really a productive venture to the outside people, and according to the feedback we are getting, it is really working for them.
Okay. As like a public, or is it expects to gain a lot from a company? For example, people would think they can be employed here. Do you offer employment opportunities, or are you only working as a team like you told us?
Well, for the case of employment, at the moment we haven't gone deep into it, though we are looking forward to employing some people. So at the moment we only allow volunteers. So we are only taking on volunteers who would wish to come and run along with us. And we are so optimistic that in the near coming future, we are going to be running adverts for employment. So we are going to be allowing in new people to come so that we join effort and we build this. Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
So, in running a company, nothing goes smooth. Like, you don't expect everything to be perfect. Nothing can go all the way straight. You have to have those breakdowns, you get them back up. So, which problems have you faced within running the company?
Okay, as in every venture, there are always ups and downs, there are challenges you face. But like here at Digital Minds, we are facing a challenge of customer ignorance. Most of them, with these IT services, people tend to not see the really work you're doing on the ground. Maybe it involves troubleshooting, and you find the client, it is hard for him or her to understand that the work we've done is worth the money you're asking for. So there's still a tendency of, that customer ignorance, which has also brought, prices of certain services down. And another thing, there are people who are also devaluing the work we do as IT technicians, whereby a client meets someone who has just moved out of campus or is still at campus, and he needs maybe a website, and this person is like, at a very small minimal fee, I can develop for you a website, and the client trusts him with the site, and after in that process, you find this person either doesn't finish it or loses all the files. By the time the client comes to find maybe the site is down, he can't find the person who worked on it. So when they come with that mentality, and which kills the whole thing of innovation and IT. It comes like all IT technicians, they are vayaye, which is a challenge because first of all, it makes someone to lose trust in what you're giving. Business-wise, yeah, we are moving. We are moving according to our economy. Yeah.
So in case, like, when you come across those challenges, the problems, what are the solutions? Like, how do you handle those?
Now, the best solution to some of these challenges is mostly sensitization, because these people, the world is evolving technology, and these people have to be sensitized on where we are heading. Not that everyone knows the value of this software. Most people don't understand them. So the key point here is we get people who are really good on carrying out marketing, those who do aggressive marketing. As they do that aggressive marketing, they also sensitize these people that this is how things are moving. Maybe they know the standard prices of a website or a software, so that by the time, as time moves on, people have already been integrated into the system of technology. So the key point here is to do more sensitization. Yeah.
Speaking of sensitization, that means reaching out to the public, interacting with the outside world. So as a company, do you market your products using social media platforms?
Yeah, sure.
Like Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram?
Yes, because we have all social media handles. So, and we have Twitter handle, we have Facebook, we do have LinkedIn channels. So also market our products using those social media handles. True.
What are some of the challenges you come across?
Across using social media?
Yeah, using social media to market your products.
Yeah, the challenge is most people who use these social media handles, most of them who come to your site tend to go off topic. You find they are posting information that is somehow irrelevant to the subject you're talking about. So, and that is the most challenge maybe we are facing. Yeah.
And as a company, you have to have something you're looking forward to, somehow you want to get in the coming 1 or 2 or 3 years. So what are the future prospects like? Where do you see your company in the 5 years to come?
Yeah, in the 5 years plan, we hope Digital Minds will have developed some branches, mostly here in Uganda, and we hope to have employed a big team of workers to help us achieve our objectives. And we also hope to have gone international in a way that our products should be selling on an international level in 5 years to come. Yeah.
Which is a good one. So, how have you found working with the government? Let's say, do you ever consider winning a government contract, being hired at a higher level? Do you ever think about that?
Yeah, of course, as a developing venture, we have thought of that because, we'd love to participate in some government programs like the NISP program that funds young innovators. and we are looking forward to also participating in that. And we also dream of getting contracts with non-government organizations and public institutions. So yeah, I can't say we are not going to work along with the government. We are streamlining ourselves to get ourselves on that stable ground, so that we can also bid for bigger contracts with most of these government institutions. Yeah.
In the business world today in Uganda, we need people to fund our businesses.
Okay.
That means people who have been working, who have earned, like the elders who have money. But when we look at the situation today, it's the youth that are involved in IT related stuff, not the adults.
Okay.
So why do you think it's like that, and what can you do about that?
I think the whole point there arises on people's mentality at the moment, because we tend to have a generation currently of the youth. We are in this new generation where IT, we look at it as something really good that is taking us somewhere. But considering the adults, some of them still need to be told wrote about the impact of IT, because according to, as you see, the economy we are running, the government of Uganda, they haven't integrated IT into most of the services like transport, businesses, and all that. Just because these people, they still think softwares which are developed from outside, they are the best to use. And that is a wrong mentality, because even the people here who have finished from this, who have finished from Uganda here, can also provide software that can really work and boom these businesses. So on the adult side, that why, to me, according to me, my thinking is why they are not more into IT. It's just because of their mentality. They still think IT haven't got that stake of solving real world problems. So, and we the youth, we think it's the way to go for this economy to really thrive and attain a stable income economy for the country.
So I think that's when we bring in the sensitization.
Yeah, that's where we should sensitize these old people who are in these big institutions to also integrate IT services in the day-to-day running of Ugandan businesses.
And we have seen people come up with companies, people come up with businesses, run it for a year or two, and at the end it's collapsing. What do you think leads to the collapse of companies, and how can we solve that?
Most startups collapse because of conflict of interests. Most especially these ventures which are started by 2 or more people. It comes to a time when I can say maybe like success overpowers you. Maybe a company starts bringing in money, and you, the founders or the co-founders, you start doing those internal fightings. That is conflict of interest, because this one wants a big share, this one wants a says I contributed a lot. So those internal conflicts lead to to failure of most startups. But the solution could be, because once you structure out your development grounds, you have to be strategic. You have to be having a working plan. Know that at any one point, a company will make profits or a company will make losses. But how strategic are you to face all these incomings? By the time a company is in its trying moments, you shouldn't give up on it, because you have to sacrifice all you can so that it can keep growing. But if a company is at a stage where it is, bringing in that money, you also have to be solid enough to know how to account for that money very well. If that one is really, really done in a perfect way, I don't think startups would be failing. But the problem here is conflict of interest between the co-founders themselves.
So the people that are running the company should work together, like so hand in hand, so like the companies don't come together.
Yeah, you should work on agreements such that you help one another to make sure that you're ready to get all those incomings, so that you build a future for that company itself. Before you start, grabbing from it, you have to first feed it so that it grows, and at the end of it all, it feeds you. But if you fight for those small monies that are coming in before the company thrives, then you're likely to fail, and you're likely not to achieve your objectives.
When we stretch our eyes and look beyond Africa, like these other continents out there, we have seen them solve most of their problems with IT. Like they use technology to solve most of the problems there, and literally their standards of life are way better than the life we live here in Africa. So you as a person, as an innovator, as a developer, do you think information technology can help to solve the problems within Africa?
Yeah, I still have a strong belief that information technology can solve most of African problems, because if you look around, most African countries we almost face the same problems. So, but with IT, leaving alone the other international countries that they have much more resources, we also have here resources. But how do we put these resources to use? So if we are stable enough, and the problem here is that you start something, before it works out, you've jumped to another. So all these things need commitment, need sacrifice, and you have to be patient enough in everything you're doing, in every business you're doing. So if we are patient enough, so that if you're working on something, before you see it succeed, you shouldn't let it go. I still believe information technology can solve African problems by through encouraging young innovators to put their skills to use, because finishing school or finishing studies doesn't mean that you have to be employed instantly. Everyone has a talent can put use. We have good managers, we have good planners, we have good marketeers. As long as everyone puts his skill, discovers himself, discovers his talent, we can solve these African challenges we are facing today. Yeah.
So when you're running a business, literally your aim is to get money. You want to be stable financially, and in that way, sometimes you need to stretch out to have extra branches, like to a main company, like you want to have some other outlets. So you as the digital minds, do you have any other branch attached to you? Meanwhile, if yes, where is it from? And if not, do you really consider getting one?
Currently, we don't have a branch attached to digital minds, but that is in our future prospect. That is our future plan. We intend to have more branches under digital minds in different parts of the country. We have one branch that is located in Mbara municipality, Rebi Corner along Busenyi Road. So once you reach Rebi Corner, there is a building written on Rebi Corner United Traders. It is the second flat on your right. So we are at the last level, room number 17.
As we are speaking right now, there are very many youth out there who are interested in having a company like Digital Minds, people who love information technology, people who want to become developers and innovators. You, as someone who's already in the field of information technology, what piece of advice do you give to the youth out there who look forward to being like you?
Okay, thank you so much. So what I would tell the youth out there is one thing. First of all, believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to know that you can achieve it. As long as you can dream it, you can achieve it. Believing in yourself carries a lot, because most of us, we tend to discover ourselves with time. So engage in community activities, engage in these innovation talks, be around the people, learn from people of different setting. And as you try to engage in those conferences and talks, try to discover where exactly do you lie, where is your passion. There is nothing good like doing something you like, because you won't find very many challenges. Passion is the key to success. If you're doing something you like, chances are high that you're going to succeed. Then this mentality of whole thing of unemployment, it should get out of our mind, because unemployment, to me, one side it is good because it gives you a chance to discover yourself. If you're unemployed for so long, maybe one time you can sit and ask yourself, why are there no jobs in the country? What do I need to do? Maybe to create a job or to get employed. So unemployment at some time, it comes on an advantage that it helps some people to discover themselves. And once you've discovered yourself, don't let that dream to die along the way. Once you've discovered yourself, go ahead and achieve your goal. And the last point is we should learn to be patient in life, because being patient is the key to success. Don't rush to grab something that is not yet yours at that time. So you have to be patient. Step by step, you will reach where you're going. Otherwise, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Twehoyo Ivan. To the public out there and to the youth especially, as Mr. Twehoyo Ivan said, if you believe, you will achieve. Believe in yourself, be passionate, be patient, and always build from scratch. Never lose hope. That's how you're going to succeed. Thank you for watching Sarah Nisima, the first speaker.